That's right. So, like I mentioned before, now we have started the recording, and I welcome everyone to this meeting. And we will start this time in our regular meeting with a short video. Well, just to talk about those monthly organizational meetings. This is time when we share experiences, what has happened in our project in African Forum and worldwide since our last monthly meeting, and hearing about the project and their development. Uh, but first, I am going to play this video from Senegal about the forums that was held there in January this year, 2024. And I will start. Yeah. A real democracy was discussed there. A restitution was discussed there.
What do you say, Julius?
Restitution. Education of non-violence. Restitution. I don't know what that means. Knowledge of feminism. That's totally table. Environment. I guess they are eating their meat. Immigration. The message of immigration has been discussed. And then probably this is where it's true. It's intended for the whole country. On the way to university. So, of course, we didn't, Antonio, you understand a little bit of French?
Yeah, I understand. I could have translated, but it went too fast, no?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
with the music, it's impossible. I mean, it
yeah,
was too loud, the music in the recording.
yeah. Yes. Yes, but what we, of course, at least we see the spirit of those forums and
Yeah,
in
they
a way,
discuss together. There are lots of interesting topics that we also have considered for the forums that we are planning,
yeah.
and specific things for women, for the children, for health, for education,
Yes.
initiatives to develop the economy together. Lots of exchanges of ideas.
Yes. Uh, so I am now proposing that we would, as we used to, hear about the developments as it regards making humanist forums in Africa and the various projects of schools and other things, education, humanist education. We will do this in the latter part of this meeting, but since we have now recently had this very interesting very interesting World Humanist Forum in Iceland, where we had a very nice time. Even I can share now with you. We are very advanced. Now we can share the things. So I can share here the photo from the participants by the end of this forum. And I will now share. And then Antonio, I wonder if you could maybe tell us a little bit about the forum and the collaboration with the Presenza that is now a partner in the World Forum. But first, we get the gist of what was the spirit. We saw the spirit of Senegal. Let's see the spirit of
Iceland.
Iceland.
There we had some friends from Italy as well.
Yes. And we say there are so many interesting people
Very
there.
nice. And one becoming humanist, very young one.
Yeah, young one by the middle.
That's true.
You will, Ragnar, you can present this little lady.
Yes, it's so cute. Huh?
I know her, but she was with me there. She love action. She want to.
Yeah.
She love to be amongst people and love a good spirit when things are enjoyable. So she is. No, it's okay.
Maybe so beautiful.
Maybe if we tell about it, I can add a little bit about the small meeting I had with Thor Fandal.
Yes.
After you finish.
Yes. He is by the middle there. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's in the middle. He's actually here. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In the middle.
Yeah. With a long hair and a beard.
Yeah. Brown.
Yeah, and glasses.
Yeah.
By the middle, almost of the photo. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Ragnar, please.
No, I was saying, yeah, okay, yeah, I can start. There's no problem. Okay, he have been working in an institute. I have really problem to pronounce. Can you tell me?
Yeah. International, you know, uh, International Institute of Transparency.
Yeah, transparency. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been hearing from him a lot, and he have been coming in the TV talking about the issue of corruption from of Samherji in Namibia. And I had to talk with him and told him I was coming from Namibia, and he was very interested because, yeah, he wanted to meet me later. And actually, at the group work afterwards, we were having a one issue group about corruption.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in that group, so we were talking a lot about that. That's a long story, but what was we agreed on is the thing is this is a little bit like the environmental issue. You know, the big companies are pollution a lot, but the focus is a lot on the each and everyone, that you are not that each and every person is doing. So it is like we are the fault of all the pollution. It's similar like if people are bribing something small on the street, that is a big issue. And instead of all the big corruption like Samherji was doing in Namibia, and all the effect it had on thousands of people, you know, it was it have effects on the school system, on the all kind of the system. But they have focus if someone is bribing some few dollars, like that is the main problem, and things like that. But this is a interesting topic and interesting organization he's taking part in.
Yeah,
It started some guys who was working with the International Bank and was seeing the things. They wanted to do something about it, and it is a organization that is not depending on the government or anything. They are just trying to show stop the corruption that is going around. And he gave me some contacts in Namibia, and if I go there again, then I can meet the group he is working with a lot there. But we had a very interesting meeting, and about all this, this corruption of Samherji have been the money have been laundered in more than 8 countries. You know, it is this big scale of corruption is so big and all over, and it is actually this is economical violence, because it's taking away money that are supposed to go to the people, where people are starving and having so little. Yeah. And I could talk about this for a long time, but we had a very good meeting, and we want to add something to it and build something on top of it.
Yes. And what Raymond is really talking about is an Icelandic international company of fisheries, and they have been going there to rob the sea there, and they're bribing ministers, not the ordinary people. They have bribed ministers in the government of Namibia, and there's a big criminal case going. But no, this is very, very interesting. A very interesting concept there. And
I think what I really like is when you can okay, what we are doing, and we know we have so clear and good scene of the human things and the violence and all the things, and all the good connection we get into groups, like-minded organization. When we get kind of a direct connection like that, I think it is very important.
Mm. We in the interview with Carl, I mean, 1 hour back, we were saying exactly that as one of the intentions of the forum, the World Forum, because we will be talking to the grassroots. We will be working with the people with real experience in the grassroots, in the village, etc. Not just with the companies or the corporate level or things like that. Because normally all these dialogues are with the top people, but the problems are with the grassroots, and nobody really pays attention to the problems. But they try to do businesses and the things that interest them. So it's a huge difference between our forum and other forums.
yeah. Very, very interesting. And you were doing an interview with Carl, the presenter in the program Red Reality of the Young Socialists in Iceland.
Yeah.
And to tell of that, the Young Socialists of Iceland, they were collaborating, inviting to this World Forum, along with the Presenza and the Humanist Party of Iceland, and more collaborating organizations. Could you tell us a little bit about?
It's an example of again what we can do in terms of getting to know people who have similar ideas in different countries, and they have their own networks of contacts and the normal environments of influence, and in that way we can also participate of that. And it's the way in which the forums get built, get constructed. Otherwise, if you think that you have to add every person in order to have, let's say, 1,000, no, but because you contact organizations that are themselves working in the grassroots, and others and others and others, and like that is joining a ball of something that grows by itself. I was about to say a snowball, but because you don't have snow, that's not a good example. No?
Yeah, we have.
It will melt immediately. No, the idea of snowballing is something that goes growing by itself in the proportion that falls and turns. But that is the effect that we want to produce regarding the forum, because the more people that we talk to, the more that we develop.
Yes. So I think we have now a space for, if someone wants to talk about their what has happened since last time. And I wanted to ask you, Miniver and Max, could you tell us a little bit about your journey and to
the States?
Yeah, to your village of birth last month.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just the same as what Antonio has said. When you start with little people, when they see something happening, they start hearing it, and they start joining, because they have found that they have seen something which can help them, their problems which we are facing in the past. Our trip to our district, it was a successful trip. You are going to see when you receive the reports and the videos and the photos. When we went there, although it was raining the whole 2 weeks when we spent in the villages, it was too much rains, because here in Lusaka, we are affected, we don't have the rains. But there, that side, we have a lot of rains. So although we have that, we had two parts. Some were stuck at the school where we wanted to have these meetings, but there are no shelters. So we shifted to the village where we had this small shed where we can accommodate people. It was a successful one because we started by 11 hours, interacting with few people, few more, especially the headmans. We were happy that the headmans were the people were coming in the first place so that we can talk about their problems in their villages, what they are facing, and what we can talk about. So it was a good discussion and a lot of interaction, attracting with the other people and other village women and the youth. So we started the forums, we continued, and we had a lot of speeches, group discussions, where we also talked about, because themselves, they are the ones who choose what to talk about, because we presented our three aspects of the humanist movement: the education, health, and quality of life. So for them, they saw that quality of life was very important for them for that day to talk about. So it was really wonderful because even men and women were able to share and put some inputs what they can do in their future. So it was really nice. Even the children also joined us. We had a few dances, although it was raining a little bit, but that time when they started dancing, because the children, you cannot hold them. So it was really very nice. So we are going to see when you receive those messages. And
Yes.
Max can say something also.
Yeah,
Yes,
we,
yes.
we really enjoyed the meeting that we had, and we could see the response from women and men who are in marriages, looking at the topics they were bringing out concerning well-being and the effects that are affecting them in their community. So it was really an interesting meeting where a lot of people came out sharing what they are facing in their lives and how they can be helped. For me, it was really a meeting that also built me in other way and in other areas, because you could see the response from married men. You hear the wife, she's talking about her concern. Also hear the husband talking about her concern, and in the end, they come and meet at a point where they find a solution, where we are giving out solutions, sharing among us, men and women. It was really an interesting meeting that we had. Even though Mom has already said we had rains, so most of the people were in the shades. Some of them were still standing outside. You will see the video. It was so interesting. It was so interesting.
Yeah, and
Good.
also the other interesting part is because last time when we went to the villages, we had only four headmen, three headmen and one head woman. But this time now they have increased it. We have about 10. And we concluded that we want to start a recreation center in their area so that they start taking a little bit, knowing about trading or maybe having a market such like. But they also interested in making something like art so that they can build this center. And the two headmen as volunteers, they are places, although we haven't discussed into details. But next time when we go there, we are going to talk about that one because they are really very interested in starting that project. Thank you.
Mm.
What is the name of this district that you were? Can you tell us a little?
And yeah, the area where all these things are happening is the Chitambo, is the Chipundu area where Livingstone died, and
Okay.
the district is the Chitambo district. Yes.
Okay.
So
Did
they were so interesting concerning building up a cultural center where they can be meeting and also sharing different kind of arts, technology, and other things. Because the place they were suggesting is a place where the memorial site of the Livingstone is. And you find that there are a lot of visitors who come there. So they felt to say if they were to open up something where they can be exhibiting what their beliefs and their morals are, it will really help also and attract the people who are coming. So it's in short, it's one way of also passing the information to other people who are not humanists,
Good.
I would say.
Good idea.
I remember in your first visit that you got in contact with the counselor. Has the connection with him? Has he been following this process, and is he connected to that process?
Yes, although we are just discussing on the phone because there were some problems with the counselor with the people down there, but he was not coming to that site. But we communicated, and this week I had a good time to meet the MP of the Central Province, where we can also sit down and discuss with him about the incoming World March for Peace and Non-Violence. So we are talking to those people. And in fact, we have two councillors, the area where we have started already, and also the next area, they call that area also Mpelembe, but also it is in Chitambo district. So they are also, the councillor there, that side also is interested because he has seen how people have started from that, at Chipundu, they have started changing their ways compared to the first time when we went there, because it was really difficult for us to talk to one or two people about humanizing ourselves. But this time everybody is open, and the other people around there, they are now also interested, including this next council.
That's
And
very good.
also it
No,
was,
this is
yeah, and also it was so interesting. I remember, if you can remember, Julius, by then I was young, when we used to have meetings at UNZA. I remember we used to have we will have a play before a program. So it was more like the same thing that we used to have at UNZA. I remember where we were at the village site. Most of the men who came for a meeting, they were also having that kind of feel where they would joke about things, you entertain people. It was so nice. It was so nice. We really enjoyed it.
no, this is a very, very good news
Model, no?
because
Yeah, social encounter. Is the atmosphere of a forum. In
yes,
the
it's
past,
like
they were always like that. People came to
Yes.
trade and then to do sports and to have a good time together. And in the meantime, they were listening to all these new ideas and new possibilities.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
yeah.
But
Maybe some of the present ones want to ask Minister something about this project, because everyone has a village of worth. And so let's open the floor if you want to ask, put questions, because this is a very, very interesting process.
Yeah, because in the first place, because I have this food processing project, the cassava processing.
Yeah.
So that one, everybody is interested. And when I talked about having a market, a culture market where they can start also sharing, because there are few who are learning at that part where we are teaching this cassava processing. But when we come up with that market, it will accommodate a lot of men and women who will be attracted to come and learn from these projects, including the art, the culture, the what we call it, culture market. Yeah, culture market. So everybody is interested. Even men who doesn't want to cook, this time they are interested, because we also include how we can add value to the food we eat in Zambia, more especially the whole Africa. So it's really very interesting to everyone down there.
It's like every
yeah, they
food. If
really
you
love.
take it plain, it's boring. But if you add some other things, some other, let's say, onion or some spices or this or that, becomes delicious. No, so
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Not only that, Antonio, because we add onion, we can add cooking oil, we can add tomato, but we forget that all those things, mostly they are fatty foods. So we need to reduce
the fat
the
intake.
cooking oil,
Mm.
and also we use too much of groundnuts. We roast the groundnuts, we do the peanut, then we add to the relish. So it's really interesting. And they were surprising when I have to say we can even add peanut to chicken. So they were, how? I mean, how could we cook such food? But it's really nice.
Yeah. Opala
Yes,
is writing here in the
Chat.
chat. He is saying, sure, Antonio, there is need to reach out at the grassroots to share experiences and also share contact to enable us connect. I missed the big event next time though. So
We'll have more, Opala, don't worry.
yeah,
Can I ask you, Opala, how did you get the visa? Did you go through with the whole process of the visa? Did you get the yes to the visa, or?
The process of the visa, I was told to wait.
To wait. It's a bad connection.
Yes.
But you are very right,
Yes.
Opala. We have to reach through to the grassroots, and you have so much contact to the grassroots. So it would be
yes.
very interesting to do one good film.
I was told to wait until after 2 weeks for the interview.
Yeah, but it's good if you.
So
Okay,
next
good
time,
if you.
maybe when such thing comes, I think it will need an invitation, so that we process these things, because
Yeah, I know. But it would be good to know if you
there's a
can
lot to be done.
get.
Yeah.
But about to connect with the.
And I think possibly, if possible.
Yeah. Okay. So I wanted Ben and Blessed Dancers, Ben. I wanted to ask you if you could put your
What I would like
phone
to
number and
Which one? The opening interview of the
you mean from Senegal or Opala? What do you mean?
in Senegal, I didn't do anything. It's because we have been producing so many sort of recorded things, and through our television man there, that is Carl, that could be any of those, because also they have been interviewing very prominent people. I hope that you have the time to watch that. For example, Mahamadou is that man that stayed in a prison in Guantanamo Bay for 14 years without any charges, torture, punish, I mean, all types of tortures. And he survived, and in the end they released him, because in that prison they had up to 700 people accused of nothing, because they couldn't prove any charges. And some of them, they were tortured so badly that they die in the process. And this Mohammedu, he survived, and he tells all the struggle, and later on how he had to reconcile with the whole thing, and now he doesn't feel any resentfulness. But he thought that he was dying in several opportunities. And somebody like that is very prominent, because a person like him could present in our forums the topics of legality, the topics of justice, the topics of human rights. Is so poignant, so incredible, the type of things that the Americans and other governments do to people in complete impunity, because later on nobody can call them or bring them to account. And when you can hear it from the person himself, and there is a lawyer there that is also she has been defending Assange, the man from WikiLeaks that is still prisoner here in the UK. And she is so bright and so clear in her argument that when you hear this program that was recorded in Iceland by our friend Carl, you will really will see something that is valuable for our purposes, and those people we can invite in the future to our large forums in the World Forum, the African Forum, and the Asian Forum.
Yes, and I can tell you that I mentioned I had lunch with this Muhammadu and
Deepa.
Deepa from London, originated from India, and there I told because he is from Mauritania, from North African. The North African country, and he when I told him that I was spending a lot of my time building the African Humanist Forum, his response was very positive. He said he liked it very much. That such project was ongoing. So we are linking. We are linking because and through
We are
this
linking.
World Humanist Forum, I think that that is an opening. It has opened many possibilities of linking with like-minded forces in the world in our humanizing process.
Yeah, and there Julius introduced me to a man called Ogmundur Jonasson.
Yes.
Ogmundur is defending all the important causes like the case of Mohamedou and the case of Assange, etc. He was Minister of Justice, Ministry of Interior there in Iceland, and now is fully dedicated to these international causes. And he gave me his card, and Julius gave me my details, and then he authorized me to contact this lady that is a very famous lawyer, Deepa, who defended the Mauritanian. And I, because I got a call now, I don't want to ask to see her yesterday or today, but probably over the weekend or next week I will try to sit and meet with her, and I'll tell you, you are most invited to our forums, and let's see how we can create synergies.
Yes,
You must know thousands of people all over the regions, not only in India and Asia, but also in Africa and also in Europe or the United States, etc. So you can invite on behalf of the forum, and there you can present some important things in the panels that are touching on all these particular issues. And so I am waiting for that. I cannot report more because I haven't seen her, but the link is there. So I will report when it works, when I see her.
Yeah. I wanted to, Ben, you hear me? You're muted, Ben? Yeah. So, Ben, can you tell us a little bit about you are working with young people, young children. Can you tell us about your project?
Hi, good evening all.
Yeah.
Hi.
Can we see you?
Nice one.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can. Please, yeah. Carry on.
Oh, about my group in our community, we saw there were some gaps because most of the children were training football. So we started the dance team so that the other group cannot feel as many sideline. So that's the way we usually do. Most of the time, we usually go out to some places like in estate, and then we just perform, and then we try to engage some children's the way they are going to join us. The way they are going to join us. So that's the way
Okay.
we usually do. Because in our community, most of the places, most of the people here, they don't have that. Their income is low. They don't have
Yes,
money.
yes, yes.
So most of,
And Ben, I
yeah,
asked you last time we met whether you. I wanted to get a book about humanist education for
yeah,
children from
yes.
Peru, but then I didn't have any your phone number and your personal information. So could you write that in the chat so I will have it, so I can get this book to you?
It's okay. I tried and greet you. I say hi. I didn't I didn't know if you got it, but I'm going to send it.
Yeah, please, but I have no information. If you can write in the chat here in our meeting,
Yes.
the information, you know, your
I'm
phone
going to
number should
my
be,
phone number.
yes, please. And,
Yes, I'm
and
going to.
even if you have an email address.
It's okay.
Yes, great.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So, Anthony, you can maybe tell us a little bit about you have such a big story of even you have had peace gatherings for peace, and that is a very interesting project now this year, since we have in December, I think, or
The World
November.
March, no?
We have the World March 3 for non-violence and disarmament. Can you tell us a little bit about your work with the young ones, and you are training with football? You have a big story in Kisumu, Kenya.
Yeah, a lot is going on, and this is a process, is a continuous process. So issues on peace building, of course, on non-violence. These are programs that we do every weekend. And now that schools are closing in 3 days' time, so we'll be having 3 weeks of vigorous interaction, playing, and life skills. So us, we are just doing all that we can to see that the information that we give the young boys, also who are under 15 years, they get to learn, to listen, and also we get to hear from them. So it's a crazy job with very little resources, but there we are. 14 years down the line, I like my job, and what you're saying is if we get connections and we get facilitators, people who can also give us more information on what we are doing, we'll be very grateful.
Yeah, perfect.
Yes,
And definitely will be one of the issues. I mean, sports in community, in community.
Yeah, Julian,
education.
unless maybe you have something else that you.
Perfect.
Yes,
I will have to go for. I have a meeting now that should have started, but fantastic to see you all the good news, all the good enthusiasm, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.
Thank
Yes.
you
Thank you very much,
Great.
Antonio.
Great.
Thank you.
Bye.
No.
Peace, force, and joy to
Peace,
you.
force, and joy.
Yes.
Peace,
Yeah,
force, and joy to you all.
so I think even that we can.
Thank
If is there any more of you that want to tell about their projects?
Today,
Yes, please, if you want.
I will say today I have my good friend here.
Yes?
Who usually be with Nini? They usually to be they usually have those children with them.
Yes?
I wanted her to say hi.
Yeah, yeah. Please.
Let him say.
Hello. What is his name? Hello.
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 Hi.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Very, very fine.
I'm fine.
Yes. What is your name, please?
My name is Jane Maina.
Okay. Good to see you,
Yes.
Jimena.
Me too.
Yeah. How many are you there in the place with Ben?
Yes?
How many are you?
We are around 30. 30 kids.
30 kids.
Yes.
Okay. That's so nice to hear.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes. And I look forward to that Ben will read this book from Peru because it has such beautiful programs for education, humanist education for children.
Now,
So
are you on?
Yes, William. Yes?
Okay, nice to see you.
Yes?
I'm saying
Pardon?
nice to see you. I used to live in Nakuru for many years in free area.
Yeah. We are located in Chikoni,
In
Nakuru town.
Okay. Okay. I used to live in Nakuru so many years.
We-
I will come back. I will see you soon.
Okay. You are welcome.
But I look forward. But Julius and Antonio, maybe you should send Antonio also this book of education because he has
Anthony
Anthony Opala.
Opala, yes.
Oh.
I can send it to you, Ragnar.
Yeah, I will
And you can
forward.
distribute to all the people that you are connected to, like you have been with Opala for such a long time.
Yeah, okay.
It would be very good to if you could do it. I will send you the book, Ragnar.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Wilberforce Mali. Hello.
Ragnar,
Yes, okay. Opala,
Ragnar, let's talk.
yeah, we talk. We have to talk.
Yeah, that's great. There is a new one here, Wilberforce Mali. Hello. Where are you from? Are you from Kenya or from what country do you come? You are muted, Mali.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes,
Please.
I'm Wilberforce,
Yes.
and I'm from.
Welcome to the meeting.
Okay, thank you.
From where?
Okay, thank you. I'm from Kakamega County, that is Kenya.
Oh yes, in Kenya. Yeah.
America. No, okay.
Okay.
Mm.
So you are working some humanist projects there? You are working in some humanist activity in Kakamega?
Yes, very true.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, and we hope to cooperate together.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. It's good to have you with us.
Okay, so I also appreciate for that.
Yes, please. And now, Ria Hangula.
Maria.
You want to add something? You have been quiet.
No, just listening.
Yeah, you like what you hear,
Yes.
and you find it educating.
Yes.
Yes, that's very, very good, very good. So we learn from each other, and I think that this is a good time to end this very nice meeting. So I thank you all and greet you all with peace, force, and joy to all of you.
Peace, force, and joy to you too.
You too.
Okay. And then I
Joy
will
and
carefully
you
end the meeting so as to not to do it correctly, manage recording, stop the recording, and I will stop the recording.